Dear handball friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the draw event for the beach handball tournament of the World Games 2025, which this year's will take place in Chengdu, China. We are doing this draw on the 7th of July to commemorate in one way 1 month prior to the first match of the beach handball competition of the World Games. As you know, the World Games tournament of the beach handball tournament of the World Games is consisted of 8 teams, which are divided into groups of 4, and we will make the draw taking into consideration this procedure. We will start with pot number 4. Here we have the green balls, which contain the names of the national federations competing, and in the blue balls we have one of the groups A or B, which then will be assigned to one of the teams. We will start the draw. Both the process for the women's and for the men's draw are identical, which means we start the draw with the pot number 4. In the women's competition, in pot number 4, we have Croatia and Vietnam. Then we do pot number 3, where we have Spain and Portugal. Then we skip pot number 2. We go to pot number 1, where are Germany and Argentina. And at this point, we will make a short break to give a chance to our hosts, the Chinese Handball Association, to choose the group they would like to compete in, which then in the pot number 2, we have China as a host and Denmark. And then automatically Denmark will be assigned to the remaining slot. Then we will do absolutely the same procedure with the men's event, where also China as a host has a place in the second pot, which means the draw will be 4, 3, 1. And then again, the Chinese Handball Federation can choose which group they would like to compete in before we assign the last team to the remaining to one remaining group. So we can start the draw procedure at this time. We start with the women's competition, and first we're going to do pot 4. In pot 4, we have the national federations of Croatia and Vietnam. Croatia. Croatia goes to Group B. Then, of course, we have one ball remaining, which is the National Federation of Vietnam. And Vietnam goes to Group A. Now we will do the same procedure for pot number 3. Pot number 3 has the national federations of Spain and Portugal. The seeding for the draw of the World Games has been based on the result of the Beach Handball 2024 World Championship, which coincidentally also took place in China on the beautiful island of Pitang. The first team from pot 3 is Spain. Spain goes to Group A together with Vietnam. And then, of course, we have one remaining team, which is Portugal. Portugal goes into the remaining place, Group B, of course. So for the moment, we have in Group A, Spain and Vietnam, and in Group B, we have the women's national teams of Portugal and Croatia. As per the procedure of the draw, the next pot that we will draw is the highest seeded teams. This This is pot number 1, which contains the national teams of Germany and Argentina, which, as you know, were also the finalists of the women's tournament of the 2024 Beach Handball World Championships. We can do this. The first team from the highest seeded is the world champion, Germany, and the winner of the previous edition of the World Games, which took place in Birmingham in the United States of America. Germany goes to Group A. And then, of course, we have the last team, which is Argentina, the remaining team. Argentina goes in Group B with Portugal and Croatia. So this means that for the moment we have Germany, Spain, and Vietnam in Group A, and Argentina, Portugal, and Croatia in Group B. At this moment, we will make a short break. Can our friends from China hear us?
Yes, Taki. Hold on 1 minute. 上岛咱们选 B 组对吧
Of course.
对，选 B 组，对，选 B 组。
？Okay.
对，选 B 组。
Okay. Hi, Taki.
Hi.
The Chinese team choose Group B.
So the Chinese team choose Group B. So China
Yeah.
goes to Group B.
Yeah. Thank you.
And then, of course, we have the remaining team, Denmark, which will go into Group A. So now we can summarize the draw for the women's tournament of the World Games. We can share the screen in a moment. So as you can see, we have in Group A, Germany, Denmark, Spain, and Vietnam. And in Group B, we have the vice champion of the world, Argentina, together with the host, China, Portugal, and Croatia, which came in this tournament substituting the women's national team of the Netherlands. This concludes the draw for the women's tournament. We will immediately proceed with the men's tournament following exactly the same procedure, which means drawing will start with the pot number 4. Once again, the green balls contain the national federations which are competing, while the blue balls contain which group will be assigned to each of the participating federations. Based on the result of the 2024 Beach Handball World Championships in China, we have Brazil and Tunisia in pot 4, Germany and Spain in pot 3, Portugal in pot 2 together with China, which gets this right to be in pot 2 as a host, and Croatia and Denmark being in pot number 1. So we can start the draw. The first team, Brazil. Best ranked South American team on the World Championships last year. Very traditional beach handball team, the team that won the World Championship the most times. Brazil goes to Group A. That means that the remaining national team, Tunisia, they will participate for the first time in the men's competition on the World Games. In the women's tournament, they played in 2013 in Cali, and Tunisia will go to Group B. In pot 3, we have the national teams of Germany and Spain. Spain also Very traditional beach handball team, while Germany for the first time played the semifinals last year in China, and the first team from pot 3 is Germany. Germany goes to Group A. And then, of course, Spain. Spain will go to Group B. So far, in Group A we have Germany and Spain, while in Group B we have Germany and Brazil in Group A, while in Group B we have Spain and Tunisia, teams that have participated in the first stage of this year Beach Handball Global Tour, which took place in Hammamet in Tunisia. Now, as you know, per the procedure, we will continue with the draw with the highest seeded team. This means Croatia and Denmark from pot 1. After which point we will make a short break to give the chance to the national team of China to choose the group they would like to compete in. The first team is Croatia, the world championship, the reigning world champion, the reigning winner of the World Games from Birmingham. Croatia goes to Group A. So Group A, we have Croatia, Germany, and Brazil. The remaining team is, of course, Denmark. And Denmark goes to Group B. So in this moment, we have Croatia, Germany, and Brazil in Group A, and Denmark, Spain, and Tunisia in Group B. At this moment, we have a short break. So then the colleagues from the Chinese Handball Association can decide who they would like to continue.
Okay. Hi, Taki. Hi. Hello.
Yes. Hi,
Hi,
Stella.
Taki.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. The Chinese team chose Group B.
Group B. Group B.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So this means China. China is allocated to Group B, which automatically means that Portugal, semi-finalist from China 2024, will be allocated to Group A, making it a very strong group with the World Champions, with medalists from the World Championships, and of course Germany and Brazil competing in the same group. This concludes the draw for the men's event as well of the Beach Handball Tournament of the World Games. We can see the groups once again. We have Croatia, Portugal, Germany, and Brazil in Group A. And in Group B, we have Denmark, China, Spain, and Tunisia. This concludes the draw for the Beach Handball Tournament of the World Games 2025, which will take place from 7th to 12th of August in Chengdu, China. We have exactly 1 month to go to the competition. I would like to thank our colleagues in the Chinese Handball Association for taking their time to choose the groups they would like to compete in, and wish all the teams best of luck in the upcoming competitions. Thank you very much.